I think about this franchise and this town, and guys like Herb Carneal, and even Merle Harmon and Ray Scott, of course, John Gordon come to mind. How long they've been here, and everybody I've spoken with has so many great things to say about this team, this organization, but also this city. And you come here to this town for a team that's been to the playoffs, what, 6 of the last 10 years. They draw over 3.1 million fans. How could you not just accept and want this opportunity? And I'm just thrilled to be here. My wife is thrilled, and we can't wait to get started.
What's your style? Tell me about how you call a game.
I love the medium of radio. I really do. I think it's impossible, on radio to be too descriptive. I love the challenge of making, I guess, a routine ground ball to short sound exciting, without being over the top. Not going to be screaming and shouting, hey, it's a ground ball to short, 1 down. But I take on the challenge, the medium of radio, to really try to make it three-dimensional. I love being descriptive. At the same time, as a baseball purist in some ways and a fan, I like letting the game breathe. If it's a dramatic moment, 9th inning, I'll give the important stuff, but I also think it's important, especially at Target Field, let the fans listening hear the fans at the ballpark. Let it be exciting for them, even though they're not there. So I pride myself in being descriptive, energetic, informative, but hopefully also entertaining as well. Thankfully, and I guess I've done this before, so far in my big league experience, I've been with the Chicago Cubs and I've been with the Milwaukee Brewers now, and the guy I've replaced was so thought of fondly that I'm kind of used to replacing, guys that people really liked. Now, this one's a lot different. John Gordon, a legend and a great, great classy man. And I'll tell you a quick story. My first year with Milwaukee in 2009 was, as you know, the final year of the Metrodome. So I get to the ballpark early. It's the first game of an interleague series, and I'm doing my work. And I never met John before, and he was kind enough to come and meet me, introduce himself to me in the booth, and we talked for 10 minutes about the Twins, about the players, about the Metrodome, and I'll never forget that. And ever since then, I've considered John a friend, and he was great to me when this whole process started, when I asked him about it back in June when the Brewers were here. So John is a great, great guy, and a guy that I'm going to call on from time to time. I know he's retired, but I hope he picks up the phone when I call, because there's going to be a lot of things I need to ask him. I kind of knew from day one that I wanted to be, an announcer, and I love baseball. I grew up in Chicago, grew up a huge Cubs fan. I was a third-generation Cubs fan. So we love baseball from day one. And as you do this and you get started in this job, in this process, you dream about calling that dramatic 9th inning. And that's what the #1 chair allows. I kind of had some opportunities the last 5 years, but not on a consistent basis. You kind of think about, if that was not your inning, man, I'd love to have that inning one day to call that game-winning walk-off triple or that game-winning walk-off home run. You can put your own spin on it, your own creativity on it, and use your own language. But that's what you dream about. You dream about calling that dramatic game-winning hit in the 9th inning in a decisive game, and hopefully a postseason game.